Okay, hello. This is attorney Eric Clopper. We're going to go live on all our streams now. Here we go, going live on Instagram now. Hello, my faithful Instagram followers. And hello, Intact Global's faithful Instagram followers. We've got a few people joining. The Real Carly, Jameson McQueen, Aaron, excuse me. Great to see you. Hope to see you at the conference, Aaron. It's going to be a lot grander than last year. Last year was great, don't get me wrong. The pixelation is a little concerning, but that's okay. Harold, Gurney, great to see you. Me, Prammy, hello again. This is attorney Eric Clopper, streaming live from Los Angeles and the Hollywood Hills. You know, looks like anywhere else to an extent. This is actually the quote unquote worst day in a very long time. And that it's not beautifully sunny and warm at 4 p.m., although, I kind of like the rain and the cold to an extent. Hello, Ocean Birth. Great to see you. Thanks for coming. As a reminder for everyone, this is a little conference promotion for Intact Global's second conference. We sold out the first one, which was fantastic. Many said it was the best Intactivists they'd been in 30 or 40 years. But these were the old timers but at the same time, this second annual conference in our new headquarters in downtown LA is going to be, it's going to be a grand event. Really, it is. It's going to be quite the show. Great networking, great food, great people, and a lot of progress. And there's going to be some big updates before the conference as well. But even regardless of that, there's going to be other updates that, how should I say, we will be revealing in due time. So, some more people joining on Instagram. Josh, great to see you. Damien. Oh, and hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, smiley face. I have missed you, smiley face. So we appreciate you joining us for this very important stream where we are going to be discussing Intact Global's second conference. We just finished the kitchen install today, so that's fantastic. Very pleased about that. The art gallery upstairs is coming along as well. We're going to have some pretty big names come in there tomorrow to check it out. This is going to be a central spot in downtown Los Angeles on Broadway. Well, it's 833 South Spring Street, but we share the parking lots with the Orpheum Theater, which also turns 100 years old, as does our building this year, but it has been substantially renovated from an animation company and other major film productions that have occurred there in the time being. And now Intact Global is based out of there, which is fantastic. So again, my name is attorney Eric Clopper. There was a lot of questions. Dr. Stephen Duncan, thank you for joining the stream. We need as many doctors as possible. We had close to 15 lawyers in our first conference that sold out. And I'd love to get 15 doctors there as well. I just was in touch with one who said, it's genital mutilation and I can't believe doctors do it. But at the same time, if you pay someone to do something, they're going to do it, right? Which is unfortunate. We would want, maybe some people expect that from the lawyers, but the doctors, I mean, come on. And that's one of the reasons why this offense has continued for so long. And if you're watching on Instagram, let me know. The Wi-Fi is, how should we say, not as strong, and maybe it's the impending storm, or the somewhat inclement weather as far as Los Angeles standards go. So, smiley face, or switching to Facebook or Instagram. Why is Facebook or is YouTube not doing it for you? Well, let me know. Anyway, in Colorado, ABC, love to see you as well. Thank you for joining the stream. So on today's stream, a few things that we're looking to do at the conference. This is primarily for advocates, attorneys, medical professionals, or if you're a student or an activist, we can talk about some maybe student rates as well if you're in that age bracket and you're working towards a degree, or if you're a volunteer, right? If you're volunteering to help at the conference, then maybe we can reduce the ticket fee. But what we're really looking for is people who can help monetarily and otherwise support the movement, right? I just secured a a 5-figure donation today, right, which is great. And I'm looking to get these substantial donations so that we can move this forward, right? Because it's great that the lawsuit is proceeding well in Oregon, but we need to get other lawsuits on the board. And in that vein, while we are on the live stream, and for those of you committed intactivists who are watching saying, okay, well, where are we going with this? What is the plan, Mr. Clopper? Well, the plan is to replicate and expand that lawsuit in Oregon, challenging whether or not it's constitutional to discriminate statutory protections on the basis of sex, right? Can you only protect females from genital cutting but not males? Does that pass constitutional muster, and specifically the constitutional guarantee of equal protection on the basis of sex? Now, obviously, our lawsuit says no, and that has survived the motion to dismiss, and we're moving towards a judgment on the merits, which is fantastic. But we need to get that argument, that lawsuit, those plaintiffs in all, in 41 states is our goal. And so if you are young, and unfortunately, the way that the legal theory works is you need to be circumcised after the law passed. The state passed the anti-female genital mutilation law to have what's quote unquote called standing to challenge it, right? So for example, Massachusetts passed its anti-FGM law, I believe in 1999 or thereabouts. I was born in 1992. So I can't sue the state of Massachusetts because I was cut before Massachusetts made it illegal to cut females. Because the argument is, but for my sex, I would have been protected from this harm, right? And the Constitution does not allow discrimination of protections on the basis of sex or race, right? And then there's other protected class, national origin, right? Skin color, religion to an extent, right? As long as it's neutral, it's okay. But you can't target a religion. And if you do, you got to pass strict scrutiny, which is almost impossible. So, there's a whole body of constitutional law, which is the ultimate law. And what we're arguing is actually quite simple. It's, look, if you're going to protect girls from genital cutting, you got to protect every child equally. And we think that's going to prevail. But if you want to help move this forward, you don't necessarily have to be, a lawyer. You don't have to have deep pockets. You don't have to be a doctor. All of those things are great, but you could help us find the next plaintiffs, right? Now, the ideal plaintiff currently is someone who was circumcised, who was 25 years old or younger, and was circumcised in Colorado, right? That's the preferred state, but we can sue other states as well. It's just based off of how long ago they passed the anti-FGM statute. The potential plaintiff pool is much broader there in Colorado than, let's say, Washington State, which passed its anti-FGM law in 2023, which means the plaintiff needs to be 3 years old or younger, and that would mean that the parent would have to be a regret parent. And that is certainly possible. Don't get me wrong. It's just, I think that is going to be harder to find, right? Because Oregon, Washington, Colorado, these were the first states to decriminalize cannabis, right? And I've seen shirts that say, don't cut babies, cut buds or something. Colorado, ABC, thank you. Thank you for listening. Yes, we really need that. That is the urgency, right? And you can email me. I'm going to put my email in this live stream now because we need to talk, because I need that plaintiff like 5 days ago, right? This is an urgency on my end. And I have already gathered the resources to move that lawsuit, the Colorado lawsuit, forward as fast as possible, just like we're doing in Oregon. So Colorado ABC, email me at this link, or it's probably up here on Instagram, my email address, because we need to talk, because we need that plaintiff. And, if I several members of the board of Intact Global said, we will fly to Colorado and we will find that plaintiff. We will go to, some college convention or some type of conference or whatever, because we need that to move forward now, right? We want to get another lawsuit on the board before April 18 to 19 conference. So we are continuing to move things forward. And so what I'm going to do for the next few minutes of the live stream, I realize it's a little early here, is I am going to just run through how to buy tickets, because that's what I do. If, we're starting to get tickets here and there, which is good. At this pace, we're going to get a good turnout. Although I would love a even stronger turnout. We had 72 last year, 72 people. I think we could get 100 this year. Maybe, if we got 150, 200, even better, right? We've got some major players from the Intactivist movement joining us, which I'm very pleased about. And this is going to be the best and largest Intactivist gathering in history, right? I think last year might have been with 72, but this year is going to be even grander. But that Colorado plaintiff is actually key to the plan, right? So again, Colorado ABC, if this stream gets anything, if you just email me, there's the email address, and, we connect to say, okay, let's get this done. Ocean Birth, let me know if the technical difficulties are on my end or on someone else's. So again, here's the link to the tickets down here or up here. Josh, great to see you. Thank you for joining. And so for those of you who have not bought your tickets to the conference, let me kind of show you how it's done. So if you go to intactglobal.org, right, or Intact Global, whatever you want to do, and let me share my screen with you. So what happens is when you go to intactglobal.org, here's our homepage. It says 2026 Intact Global Conference, April 18 to 19, right? That's the weekend. I'm frozen. Oh no. Okay, well, I've been told that I'm frozen, but okay, we're all good. We're all good. Maybe the inclement weather is impeding my Wi-Fi, which is crazy because I live in the Hollywood Hills. You would think that we would have like banging internet, and that is not the case at all. Now, thankfully, in Intact Global's new headquarters downtown, we have fiber optic, incredible internet, and so that is excellent. But you would think that it would extend to the residential areas. Anyway. So when you go to intactglobal.org, here is the Intact Global Conference. This is our first GoFundMe, maybe for Oregon, maybe we'll have a second, but you just click Get Tickets. And any one of these buy tickets will get you to the ticketing link, right? It's $199 for 2 days, and that will cover two lunches, coffee and pastries throughout the morning, key networking strategy sessions, a buffet, cocktail hour, champagne, open bar, an elaborate show on Saturday evening with aerial dancers and, stand-up skits and all that good stuff. Like, it's going to go a very long way. Brendan is here. Thank you for joining. And so anyway, on Friday night, we're going to have a founders dinner, right? It's going to be quite the dinner. And then Saturday night, that is the big gala. It's a fundraising gala. It's also kind of a party. This is Intact Global's new headquarters, right? This is a picture of downtown Los Angeles. And we have the top 2 floors of the building, right? The entire top 2 floors. It's 11,000 square feet, which, like a large home, a very large home, might be 4,000, right? Not like a mansion, but so this is a major operation. Is that what we're doing here? And then general admission, which is what I would recommend most of you to get. These are early bird tickets for $199 now. And so myself, other board members, other key attorneys and leaders of the movement are going to be giving talks, as well as, and we're going to have some surprise speakers as well. And we'll build out this program a little as we get closer. But when you click buy tickets, you're going to go to Ticket Tailor, which is our ticketing link. You just do get tickets and, get your early bird ticket, right? And if you have a friend, I encourage you to bring a friend or a partner with you. And, so let's say this is for 2 tickets for 2 full days, maybe a $25 donation. And then just fill in your name and info. And you could say the tickets for myself and Jane Doe Intactivist, right? And then you could say, I have a nut allergy and my, friend is gluten-free, whatever. Or maybe you've got nothing, which is, we're going to accommodate, don't worry. And then you just click pay. I already have my ticket, so it's all queued up. And then you'll go straight into our system and we'll know you'll be able to make it. Again, this is our address of Intact Global's headquarters. It's downtown Los Angeles, to give you a sense of where we are. So here's LA, right? This is the fashion district. It's the fashion and jewelry district. So the fashion district's here, the jewelry district's here, and so we are in the middle of the two. And it's right off Broadway, which, see, there's Broadway there, there's the Orpheum Theater, and we share a bunch of parking lots here, and there with the Orpheum, which is one of the nicest, oldest, and most famous theaters in downtown LA. I mean, it is a heck of a venue, right, to put it mildly. And for those of you wondering, well, what about where am I staying? We're going to have a hotel block here, and we're going to, it'll say buy hotel room here. And that's, at the end stage of the negotiation, because we want to make sure you get the best deal, which is why we scheduled the conference April 18 to 19. So again, I'm hoping that everyone on the stream is able to make it. We have, just like we had a hell of a first conference last year, we're going to have an even better one this year, especially considering we've got one lawsuit on the board that's proceeding well in Colorado ABC. If we can get another one on the board as soon as possible, that would be ideal, right? So we need to talk, and Colorado ABC, you, me, and Justin need to collaborate. And if we need to fly to Colorado, me and Justin and other people, we're all ready to go, right? Like soon. This is an urgency now, right? Like let's get it done. This is not a statement on you, but just in general, there's got to be a huge number of young men who were circumcised in Colorado and realized that it was harmful and it shouldn't be done to other people, right? Especially considering the circumcision rate of parents' age is less than 50% now. It's way less in Colorado. So there's got to be a general awareness, like we found in Oregon, that this is fundamentally wrong to cut off and mutilate functional parts of a child's body. I'm sure that Colorado has similar sentiment, right? So we just need to find them. So anyway, that is the big initiative right now. And then we will get that lawsuit off the ground and filed in no time once we have our plaintiff, or ideally multiple plaintiffs. And other than that, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I know it's, Tuesday. So it's kind of like one of those days of the week where it's like, okay. But I am very optimistic that things are going well for the movement, for the conference promotion, April 18 to 19. I hope to see you there. And other than that, again, Colorado ABC, this is my email, here or there, depending on what device you're watching on. And I hope to hear from you, because I would love to move this forward and by finding our plaintiff, and ideally several, but we could start with one and then scale up from there. You can always amend your complaint, is what it's calling for the most part. So thank you all for joining on this Tuesday afternoon, late afternoon. Be sure to get your tickets here, right? Because we are looking to sell out again. We sold out first year and everyone was thrilled. And I'm telling you, this is going to be a much more epic event. Maybe I'll start live streaming from our new headquarters soon. I just have to be down there, and it's a good place for me to work with many people at once. But if I'm just working on legal briefs, which is what I do many days, working at home is easier because I don't have to commute, right? But it is what it is. I will see you all soon, and I will keep you posted of major developments. So again, get your tickets here while we still have some early bird tickets left for $199, and for 2 full days of events, right? It's going to be well spent. And if you're committed to this movement of protecting children from genital cutting, genital mutilation, and permanently scarring them, and inflicting huge trauma and changing their psychology and neurochemistry and lifelong pain and loss, I mean, who could be against this movement, right? It's so timely, and it's going to work, and it is working, but we just need to put our foot on the accelerator. And that is what this conference does. And before we do that, we're going to get Colorado off the ground. And so that's why it's so important, Colorado ABC, that we are in touch, because we are, with your assistance, with your literal boots on the ground, and in the second state, we're going to move this forward. So I'm hoping you all have a great Tuesday, and I will see you soon, hopefully tomorrow, but certainly at some point this week, right? Just a lot going on here. So grow a pair, you can call me back. Thank you for joining at the end, but we're going to wrap this one up now, and I will see you all soon. All right. Bye, guys.